All right. Welcome, everyone, to Double Time.
Oh, once again.
It's been a while. Life, circumstances, sucks.
Life sucks.
Life
D&D
sucks.
is forever.
Where you can be any other life.
Oh.
But with us coming back, we get to go into the depths of this abandoned dwarven mine.
You know, maybe any other life other than this one.
Where did my other D20 go? Oh, I'm upset. I only have one D20. Oh, there it is. But we will kick things off here as in the last episode. Or last stream, I have to start saying now. In the last stream, the group traveled to the dwarven mines that Akis had expressed concerns about. Traveling into it, they had to encounter this invisible creature that turned out to be a stone golem-like construct. And while they were fighting, they had to forcibly switch roles, and it involved a lot of stone shenanigans. Well, after needing to recover immediately following that fight, they decided they could not find a different exit rather than the entrance, other than how dark and deep this big dome of a room happened to be. So, constructing a small campfire and nestling themselves in the corner of the entirety of the building, or the entirety of the room next to the stairs, they chose to sleep. Luckily, able to successfully get that sleep, they wake up, now attempting to find a way out. Hey, welcome back, Dragons in the Dining Room. Thank you for coming in. So, Jester. You come back to consciousness, immediately followed by darkness, as the given surrounding is pitch black around you.
Well, I must know the light cantrip, Awoo. I'm sure I do.
No, do you?
I do. Yes.
Good.
I do.
Okay.
I'll cast light on myself.
There we go. Music was taking a little extra long to get there. Okay. Yeah, easily enough, you cast light and you make a little 60-foot diameter around you of light. You could see the corner of the wall. You could see Akis and Kaelin having no problems at all seeing in the dark. But other than that, you do not see anything else.
Well, hello, you two. I am quite well. Thank you for asking. So, shall we...
ask.
Moving on. Shall we continue forward?
Forward to where? We need to find the next area, so we have to scour around and try to find a way that goes down. My guess is they would keep it on the outer ring. That's what we were initially looking for, but that thing came after you.
Oh, we should be fine, right? No more of them down here, right?
Well,
Right?
it depends. The size of them is usually given for whatever task they were used for. And, well, since they turned invisible, I'm not too keen on finding any more of them.
No, if we find another one, we run. Running is always valid.
Well, if if we have to run, then at least you and I will make it out much faster. Looking over to Akis with his stubby legs. So what's your plan?
Back to the search, I guess.
Okay.
Last time we searched in the dark, right?
You split up into 3 groups. Split up, one person going along the base of the other side, one person going around that side, and before you could finish your search, before anybody could realistically finish any of their search, you stumbled upon the invisible creature. Because your attempt was to do a spiral in towards the center.
Yes, of course. We'll just do that. Continue our plan. Plan didn't fail. We were found.
The plan did not fail. It's just that you discovered something unfortunate. And I do not remember how long it took us to go from one point to the other, but I remember the stairs going into the middle of the room, and it took like probably 10 minutes to travel to the other side. If I remember correctly, it was either 5 or 10 minutes.
Sure.
So going from one end to the other end will take about 10 minutes, we'll just say. Based off the circumference. So you spend about 30 minutes. And off the distance, to the left of you, you hear Kaylin's voice. I found something. They look to be stairs, but it's more, I guess, like a carving. That'd be it. It's, I don't know what could have dug it, though.
A carving of stairs?
Probably not. But, well, this looks to be the only path down unless you guys have found anything.
Oh yes, I found everything. I found the secrets of the gods here in the center of the room, like carved into the ground.
I don't believe you.
Fine. More for me.
Then I'll miss out on your grandiose discovery.
Yes, you will. I run towards Akis, or towards her, I suppose, crying.
tears in your eyes. No, but investigating with the light spell on still. I just imagine you're recasting it. No purpose of like doing any of that other stuff. You definitely see what looks to be like a inlaid carving that goes. It's like a small slit along the side, and it goes down under the center piece of this. Like it goes back towards the center of the room, except seems to go down. It's carved out, standing about 15 feet tall, going up, and the passage itself is probably about 15 feet wide, so it's almost like a cylindrical passage.
Well, don't really have any other way forward. I didn't find anything other than the secrets of the gods, of course. Shall we go and never speak of this again?
I suggest that would be ideal, yes. Just give me one moment, as a certain person seems to have forgotten the timer. At this point, it's just customary. It's only been 5 minutes anyways.
Better be careful, Anna. Your library might catch fire again.
Shush. Look, you don't want to mess with this beautiful... Oh, that's the wrong screen. This beautiful creation here. Other than your
just
side.
The one
your side's
half.
All screwed.
My side is fine. Your side is the one that you should be worried about.
But traveling down, it goes deeper and deeper, but it seems to keep the idea of staying in a centralized portion going down. So it'll travel downwards for about 10 minutes, and then it'll start to loop to the sides and keep spiraling down. You get this feeling that it's whatever that big room was the main head figure, and you're staying within that distance still as you're traveling down.
All right. Akis, would you be a dear and take point? You are much sturdier than us.
That's true. All right. What should I tell you if I find something?
I mean, if you get hit by anything, just yell really loudly. Yell. What's an obtuse fruit? Apricot?
A pecan?
I just share a silent expression. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if you get in trouble, just yell pecan really loud. And I'll know. That's right, that was the secret call sign fruit that we had talked about.
Alright. So, just follow. Are you just staying like 5 feet behind him, anyways?
You know, I'll keep 10 feet behind him.
Okay. I'm just curious. So, as you go down, you've probably traveled about 100 feet deep at this point. And you start to hear the sounds of whirring. Just this.
Lawnmowers?
They're mowing their stones.
Tricked out lawnmowers?
But, eventually you come down, and the side to your right seems to open out. But the passage still kind of comes following, and it opens, and you're effectively spiraling downwards. You can't see beyond the opening still, but ahead of you it seems to have no wall there.
I see. Oh, okay, what's this, Mr. Master Navigator?
I'm not too sure. Like I said, I've never been here, so I don't know much about it. I don't know if this was here or if it wasn't here. It could be anything.
Yeah, we have a system ready. Just secret fruit. We're good.
Pecans.
Pecans.
Traveling down, keeping the pattern going. Eventually you come out into an open space. And the wall to your left of you still seems to go in, but you only travel down. This is much shorter. Like, the opening itself was probably only about 60 feet as you were going down. So whatever the opening was didn't seem to be as drastic as the other ones up above. When you step on the ground, though, you can definitely feel that whatever was here is extremely condensed. Like, the ground itself, when you take a step, is extremely solid and almost like meshed together.
Like, obviously not stone, but like very compacted dirt.
It's like very compact stone. It's as if it was like given such a pressure that it's flattened.
Interesting.
So the ground itself is rather smooth, but there's obviously little bits of jagged upward marks, but everything about it is still smooth.
I love the floor. It's quite nice. Teach me how to do this, Akis, when I build my house.
Sure.
Is this pecan worthy?
I don't know.
I just point forward, keep going.
Where? When you say keep going and point, you realize that it's open expanse down here, and it's dark still beyond your 60 feet of light.
All right. Do either of you have something that you don't particularly care if you lose?
I mean, I don't want to lose anything. Kaylin, here's a bead, and she like pulls off from part of her arm this small like it's like a bracelet, but you can clearly tell that it was put together rudimentarily. And she just plucks off a bead and hands it to you.
Ah, thank you. Thank you for the bead. I put it in my pocket, and I pull out a... I rip a button off of the suit that I wore for dinner when we were in... Yes.
The
I
dead
cast
man's
light
suit.
on it, and I throw it off the side.
Okay. Well, throwing it off the side, I mean, you're on the ground, so you throw it, and the light kind of like shines outwards into the center of this, and there's several holes 15 feet in diameter that go down at certain angles. It's all over the place.
Oh, I don't like this at all. Alright, Akis, here's the plan. Go pick up the button and throw it farther down.
Alright. I'll get ready to say pecan. And he starts walking, almost tiptoeing to the button. Picks it up. Gah! And he throws it. Goes into the center of the room. You can only see more and more, except that this time it gets closer to the wall. And in the wall, you can even see passages 15 feet in diameter.
Galen, remember our deal?
Oh, I remember.
What do we do?
Well, it wouldn't be hard to leave him behind. But one way or another, we have to find a way out.
Use right.
Akis.
Akis. Do it again.
Where?
I just kind of like gesture to the room. Again.
He runs over, tiptoes over to it, picks it up, throws it in a different direction, and you can just see more and more holes. In total, you've probably seen about 17 15-foot diameter holes.
Okay, he's not going to do that again because it's unnerving me. Alright, I tiptoe out. Quietly as ever. Gonna make a stealth check?
Okay.
Will you allow this?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Ooh, shit. Cock. 9. Still better than him who isn't stealth, I'll point that out.
What's your stealth?
9.
9.
9 total.
9. All right.
I guess.
Tiptoe out.
I'm wearing my wooden shoes, I'm sorry.
You're wearing your clots.
I pick up the button, I throw it back to Akis.
Are we playing catch?
Yeah? Did you not want to? I peek down the hole. Like, the hole closest to me.
Okay. I mean, it's relatively dark where you are.
Akis.
You just threw the button to Akis.
Akis, the button. Akis.
He throws the button to you.
Catch it out of the air, and I throw it down the hole.
Okay. This one's a more vertical, so when you kind of like throw it, it bounces across the ground a little bit. Being this close, you can see that that same kind of like polished, almost condensed stone is traveling downwards in that same fashion.
Is there a bottom to this hole?
It seems to just keep going. You can actually see that when the button kind of stops, it hits a rock and just kind of stops moving. Hits like a cornerstone of it because it seems like the button slid down it perfectly fine. It interlinks with a different 15-foot diameter hole.
This is either a mine, or giant bugs live here. I don't like either.
Well, I did tell you it was a mine.
I grab the hilt of my knife and I'm just like, not yet. We need him, not yet.
He's got a point.
I hold the knife up to my eye and I'm like, Anna, you wouldn't want me to do this, would you, Anna?
At least I won't feel the pain. But I would prefer if you
Alright.
didn't.
Alright, Akis. Akis, I'm gonna do something crazy here.
Are you gonna throw another button?
I grab myself by the collar, pretend I'm struggling, and I throw myself down the hole.
Okay. Throw yourself down the hole. You go about like 20 feet before you come to a stop.
Began. I'll pick up the button again.
The buttons traveled a little bit further. The button
Oh.
had no problems getting across this polished stone due to its mass. However, your mass, you still came to a stop.
I'll scurry farther in them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The button effectively traveled about 60 feet, so it's not
Ugh.
like absurdly far. That's why you can still see. Going down to it, picking it up, left and right. The left of you, you can see, is a different entryway up into that past room. Down, it seems to just keep traveling downwards, and you can actually see what looks to be like a small indentation into the ground, like a soft path that just kind of like dips down. But that's when you gather that it's a different 15-foot wide diameter cylinder had just overpassed over it. So it's like one had gone into it that was slightly deeper.
Anna, would these be like them taking mining samples? Is that what I'm gathering here?
It could be something to do with possible strip mining,
I suppose.
but this is odd.
I don't like it. I don't really want to be down here. I made a fool's error. Began.
Are you saying pecan or piquant?
Anna, I'm going to kill him. It'll be an accident, I swear.
Like Kalen said, you two have a safe exit.
Yes, we will be fine. He will not. All right, Anna.
You good? Your microphone was going.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was weird.
Oh, strange. All right. I'm gonna leave the hole, Anna. My upper body strength is limited. You know this. But we're leaving the hole.
Okay. Again, it's a vertical hole, so you can just. It's like a slight downward slant, so you can walk
Perfect.
up it.
About all I could do. Anything requiring strength is
Not good?
not happening.
Not good?
No.
Well. You climb out. Akis is there.
Hello, Akis.
Kalen is there. Did you find
Hello,
anything?
Caitlin. Yes.
Well, what did you find?
This? I pulled like a rock, like a small little rock. This is my pet. I'm gonna call him Dave, I think. Does that work?
I would say call
Dave
it
the Rock.
Akis, but
You're right. Akis meet Akis.
not gonna lie. It's pretty flattering that you would call your pet after me.
I contemplate for the briefest moment throwing it back down the hole. All right.
Anyways, what's our plan?
Oh,
Because, I mean, obviously we could go down that.
yeah, but there probably isn't anything down there. Like, going down is not going through the mountain, so why would they make a path down there?
I don't know. It feels weird because we haven't found anything either. I would imagine you would keep your settlement somewhat close to the main room, but nothing's down
Yeah, but
here.
you said they left. So
Well, I know, but I'm saying in constructing it originally, you would still keep it relatively close to where you kept whatever else they had up there. The home would stay near the main force, especially if they involved whatever that stone golem was.
yeah, I suppose that makes sense. So, but yeah, I don't want to go down there. It just seems like a bad idea. Very easy to get trapped down there, and very easy to get ambushed down there, if there's anything down there.
It's very true.
Let's take a look around this room first before we go any farther. Just in case.
Fair enough. This room's pretty small in comparison, so...
Yeah, you never know. Might find something nice. Like another Akkus.
I guess. So you just spend some time looking over the rooms here?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking around the room, you find in total about 12 15-foot diameter holes in the ground at varying angles. There's around the circle of the walls, because what you're in is effectively like a big cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
In the walls, there are several that are going upwards in angles to the left, some of them dipping back down, almost like a crescent downwards. All of which have that same polished sort of feel to it, that condensed stone. I'll let you make a nature check.
You know I'm good at those.
Nature or survival?
Eh.
I'm pretty sure your survival's better than your nature, at least.
Yeah. Not by a whole lot. 5.
5? Okay. It is some condensed stone.
Oh yes, my favorite kind of stone. I just love it when stone is condensed. Absolutely natural.
It's odd because this room looks like Swiss cheese.
I could go for a sandwich right now.
Your survival instincts are telling you that you're hungry.
I pat my stomach.
I'm just now imagining somebody looking at tracks and be like, go for a sandwich right now.
Some sort of animal made this.
What was I doing?
I could really go for a sandwich.
What came this way? Bread.
Oh.
But, encasing the walls, there's approximately 15-foot diameter holes. Oh, no, sorry,
some sort of...
Sorry, there's 12. There's 12. Not 15.
I gather the other two. Is this some sort of, like, puzzle room? Like one of these tunnels goes further into the mountain or whatever, and the rest go to your death?
It could be, but they look like they kind of connect.
Maybe they're all fake.
Well, then where the hell are we? Something had to do this.
Yeah,
Something had
maybe...
to probably make this.
Hidden doors, though. I know you love hidden doors.
Right.
There might be a red herring. Or a red salmon? Salmon.
Do you have any way of finding out or getting beyond that?
Yeah. I think Anna might. Maybe. I'd have to look. Give me just 1 second.
Are you talking about detect magic?
Maybe. Anna.
Yeah.
Could you set me up here?
Fair enough. With like a blinking sensation of energy to you. You have access to her first level spells and spell slots. You know Command, Identify, Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Sanctuary, and Detect Magic.
You've given me a dangerous tool. I look at Akis and smile angrily.
Command is one word.
Command, you say?
One word.
Go and point at the hole.
He'll move 60 feet.
No, I'll go around the room casting Detect Magic, trying to find this. Maybe find a door.
Detect Magic is ritual, so you could cast it as a ritual as well.
Yeah, we're in no rush. Better save spell slots anyway.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, ritual casting, Detect Magic, going in further and further. There's a sense of magic on a majority of the 15-foot diameter holes. But
That's not good.
other than that, there's not anything else in the given vicinity.
Do I know what school of magic this was?
It would definitely have been transmutation.
Of course. Yes.
It's not as if it's not like that the rings themselves have the magic. Upon further inspection, when you get closer to, especially the wall ones, the ones that are near the walls, there are small fragments that were indistinguishable originally, as they are the same kind of texture and color as the ground itself. And those small shavings have transmutation magic on them. They're like metal shards that you just kind of can feel.
Interesting. I make a mental note, but I don't say anything to the others, because they probably know nothing. If it becomes relevant, I will tell Kaylin.
Specifically, Kaylin.
Specifically her. But no door, though. Nothing that would be
No door.
like a hidden door.
This is going based off of the fact that you just ritual casted in the room without going into the tunnels.
Yeah. Well, in that case, Akis, take the lead. We're going down.
Alright. Which one?
Take your pick.
I think the one in the center probably best. And he goes over to it, peers down. This one is a little bit of a steeper drop. Maybe not this one. Maybe not this one.
Oh, but Akis, I put my hand on his shoulder. It's just a hole.
Yeah, but we can't get out of that one, and we would have to find a different way.
Yeah, but this is the most expedient way down, is it not?
But we could just walk.
But we
Let's
could
go
just...
to the one that you threw the button in, and he goes over to that one.
But we could just fly.
You can, I can't.
Akis, get in the bag.
But then I'm not taking the lead.
Fine. Fine.
Would you two quit fucking around?
No. I don't want to. You're not my mom. Who is my mother? I cry.
My god.
Alright. I'm following Akis down.
Okay.
Galen, you're coming, I assume?
Yes, it would be best. Rather than staying alone for something else to come out of these holes, I think I would follow you.
Alright. Akis, you know the drill. 10 feet ahead. If you hear anything, favorite fruit.
Pecan.
I take a half step back to fall in line with Kalen. He's so dead.
So traveling down, It gets to the point where you kind of threw that button where it goes left and right, and then further down that way is more intersections, but while this passage still travels. Going into the right, following down the path, looking to the left and right. The left path, which has that like indentation, because you can easily tell that it's kind of like a passage was just placed onto this passage and it intersected into it and kind of deformed the original passage. Looking to the left, it seems to dip downwards in a complete vertical street after it kind of goes forward some, then dips down. To the right, it seems to go upwards at a slight slant, but goes out of your vision from that point. Forwards, it seems to kind of wobble to the left a little bit. Not like a complete turn, but just a slight. As if it was turning slowly.
I see. I'll leave it up to your dwarven judgment. I wouldn't know where to go.
Well, we can't get up from going down. Going up, I would imagine, just takes us back to where we were.
Probably.
So, let's just keep going forwards. Going ahead. Following that slight turn, you definitely feel like you've traveled a good distance. This time you've probably walked a good 300 feet in this curvature. Understanding the layout of the previous room, you're definitely not under that room with all the holes anymore.
Well, this seems to be going somewhere, so...
When you follow the path and turn left, it kind of goes down a little bit more, and you just travel it. Nothing in this passage is perfectly straight. It's always slight elevations and things like that. Curving downwards, you can feel the ground is getting a little bit more coarse as you're traveling forwards. And when you come to a point, you realize just how confusing this is. Because that point is there are passages within passages here. There's ahead of you to the left, it almost comes into like a V sort of angle, like a T, like a Y intersection. To the left of you, it dips both downwards and continues forwards. So there's like another 15-foot diameter hole within this passage. And that goes completely up and down as this rest of this passage goes forwards. To the right of you, it dips up, and then that's as far as you can tell. Alright, this doesn't look like mining anymore.
Nope.
Then what the hell would it be? Your dwarven people are confusing as all hell.
You have any enemies? Besides her and me?
We're not enemies. You named your pet after me.
You're right. I pet Akis.
The real Akis or the pet rock Akis?
Either one.
The closest one would be the pet rock Akis.
Yes. Yes.
When you, I totally lost my train of thought. What'd you say?
We were arguing about who's not friends.
Oh, right. Enemies.
Yep.
It usually depends on the settlement. A lot of times, like, for instance, my family or my given individuals within my area, my settlement, we despise the giants. There are some
As you do.
that despise more things. We're very hateful, but there's not usually enemies. It would depend on the people that are there.
You're just full-blown racists. That's what I get. Do you like any
There's
giants?
nothing about them that's inferior to us. It's just that what they want tends to be what we want.
So you can't... I shake my head. Okay. I get you. You're not racist, you're just rude.
Yes.
At least we're honest, right? Honesty builds character. Honesty builds friendships, like Team Trifecta.
He flexes again.
I also flex.
Kaylin smacks her forehead immediately.
Kaylin just flex once.
Do you have any enemies? If I were to say anything, the enemies of this group would probably have been the orcs.
Cave orcs? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I haven't heard of it, but I mean, we just saw an invisible stone golem.
Yeah, but that was your crap, not you, but like your people's craftsmanship, yes?
Right. Look, I don't know. We haven't seen anything. We haven't even seen any signs of life here.
True. Can I kind of like lay on the ground and like stick my head like over the hole that goes straight vertically down? And like listen if I can hear anything?
Listening, you get onto the ground, put your hands over the edge. You look down. It's too far down for you to see with your 60 feet of light. Mm-hmm. So clearly this is a further than 60-foot drop. You can see it also kind of like wobbles in passage, so it's not like a perfectly straight down leap. Listening in, you don't hear anything, although your hands are kind of feeling the stonework under your hands, and there's slight, mild vibrations.
Worms. We got mountain worms.
Mountain worms.
Bad worms.
Is this pecan?
Oh, this is definitely pecan.
What do we do?
Don't touch the ground?
He looks all over. I'm gonna say that's probably goddamn impossible.
Kaylin, do you know anything about worms? Do your people deal with worms?
We deal with a lot of things from the Underdark, and yes, one of them happens to be these grotesque worms that are abnormally large.
Do they make tunnels like this?
Staying off the ground is the best method, but being underground, it's very, very difficult.
Do they make these worms?
Do they make what?
Tunnels? Like tunnels?
Oh, yes. Nothing like
this, though. Big
Not
worms.
like this.
Oh, God.
These are bigger, and I've never seen them make a substance like this.
Sticky worms?
Well, the worms
Slimy
we dealt
worms.
with were large and purple in nature. Not this large, and then also they didn't make this rough exterior, I guess, this polished stone. Whatever came
I like this
through
less and
here,
less.
if these were to be worms, they would have to be extremely large in mass, possibly more coarse than the stone. That's how they made the passage itself more slick.
So hypothetically, if these worms were indeed worms, they are bigger than the worms you deal with. How would you say the worms you dealt with are? Are they dangerous?
Oh, we had to group into several dozens to fend off a few.
A few. And they're smaller than this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And they don't... Mm-hmm. All right.
This is under the basis that what we're dealing with is worms.
On the hypothetical that it is a worm, yes.
But yes. Again, I don't think that a worm this size would be just hiding out down here.
All right, Akis, question for you.
All right.
Your people got mining machines, yeah? We've talked about this, I think. I cast my mind back. Mm-hmm. Yes. Are they're dwarven sized, yes? Or the circlet?
Well, the circlets are dwarven sized, but I mean, to be fair, dwarven heads and most people's heads are pretty much the same thing. So I guess they could fit mostly anyone that at least looked like a person.
Right. So,
And on the basis of the digging tools, well, I did say that the size is dependent on the job.
strip
Theoretically
mining.
speaking, they could have made a worm to make these.
Mm-hmm. And you said that the orcs probably would have been a problem here? Orcs and giants?
Well, the orcs overran it, and
Yes.
I see where you're going with this.
Uh-huh. They have the circlet, and they control a giant worm that makes tunnels.
Well, it's a circlet per device, per
Yes,
machine.
does it matter when we're dealing with something big?
Right, something has control over possibly a worm like this.
All right. So our best guess is that it's a worm if it's living, or otherwise. Okay. When I like touch the ground or whatever in the hole or listen or whatever, is the rumbling loud or is it pretty quiet?
It's extremely faint. Like now that you're kind of like tuning in to certain audio cues and listening in, you're definitely hearing the sounds of like grinding, but it's extremely faint.
Well, it's far away, whatever it is. If it's a real worm, we got to be careful where we walk. If it's a fake tunneling device, as long as they don't know we're here, we should be okay, yeah?
Right, but I still wouldn't want to get in the way of it.
Oh no, not at all.
Oh, one second. Sorry, I gotta take care of something real quick. So I will be right back.
Oh, sure. I'll stay here. Entertain the masses.
I gotta check on Olivia.
Yeah, go for it. Tiny dealer. So? I don't even have chat up. I don't even know who's here. How's everybody doing? Should probably pull chat up before I say that, because now I won't know if anyone said anything. Oh. Huh. Should also... Very professional here, as you can tell. Oh. Tiny dealer. Dealer.
Right. I'm back. Yeah, she was just hurting because she was in a position that she needed help out of. So.
Yeah, I get you.
But, anyways. So, you're going. What's your plan?
None of us know Featherfall. Can clerics even learn Featherfall?
I don't think so.
Doesn't matter, I don't have it prepared and we're not sleeping again. So, how do you feel about rock climbing?
I'd say my odds are pretty good. I could do better, but not out of my expertise.
Mm-hmm. Of course, just making sure you can keep up with me. I'm sweating because I'm like, I've never rock climbed before.
Right.
Do we even have supplies to do such a thing?
Probably not.
Nice.
I mean, we just fly, so...
Yeah, but we can't... How wide is this hole? Our wingspan's larger than this, is it not?
15 feet?
Our wings would have to be huge. We're heavy.
Have you been telling me that our wingspan has been 15 feet wide?
It would have to be, would it not? These are not little pixie wings.
Well, no, but... I imagined like Valkyrie wings, which aren't 15 feet wide. Like a wingspan of 15 feet, like from wall to wall.
You know, we're big bird. I always assumed they were just big. It's never become an issue before. How big are the wings, DM?
I'd say that it would have to be twice our height for our wingspan.
How tall are we normally?
We're roughly like 5'10". So it would be
like 11-ish
11 feet.
Thereabouts.
It would be a fairly close, snug drift down, but
now we're old hats at this. We've been flying for months. We're fine. Okay, so we have two options to get down here. One, I put you both in the bag, and I like gently glide down. Or two, one of you takes the bag, and the other two jump in it, and then you rappel down.
I would prefer not to be in the bag, but at the same time, we would have less problems if you just flew yourself down.
The only issue is if I catch something with my wings and I free fall, we're dead. Well, I'm dead. You'll be fine. You're in the bag.
Just be careful.
Galen? Any input?
If he doesn't want to be in the bag, then just have him climb.
I have a silent understanding of what she truly means. Yeah, that works for me. You must be pretty proficient at rock climbing. You're a dwarf. I assume you do lots of climbing.
Absolutely.
All right.
Realistically, one of my favorite things. One of my only things I guess I could actually really do.
I give him my pet rock Akkus. And the bag. All right. If you need us, we'll be in the bag.
Okay. So how does this work? Okay.
So we're gonna go in the bag. We'll have to like peek out occasionally, so keep it open. Otherwise, we're gonna suffocate.
Right.
And then if we have to get out, just reach into the bag, think about us, and you can pull us out. Easy peasy.
All right.
There's one thing I know: it's bag travel. Not at the same time. We might turn into like a 6-limbed, 8-limbed, 9-limbed monster. 2 heads, 4 arms, 4 legs. You know. Don't. Right. Caitlin, do you want to climb?
No, I should be fine.
Okay.
And she dives into the bag.
I can do better than that. I do a graceful swan dive into the bag.
he sets it on the ground, opens it up. 2 somersaults in, straight into the bag.
What's it like in the bag? Have we ever been in here?
We have never been inside the bag. Sitting inside the bag of holding, it's rather cold. It's kind of like a dry cold.
Like a storeroom kind of deal?
Yeah, you don't see Kaylin, wherever she is. You don't see anything of what we keep in the bag of holding.
Is there any ground, or is it just like a void?
There's ground, but you can't see it. Even when you like cast light on yourself, there's no substance to it.
Anna, you know, no wonder our friends are so hesitant to travel in the bag. Look at this.
Yeah, I guess kind of dull and depressing in here.
Oh, I also make sure to give the portable hole to Akkus as well.
Yeah, I figured. Our characters would know, even if we forgot our character. Well, I mean, Jester might not, but...
Jester definitely wouldn't unless Anna told him to.
Anna would remind Jester.
We're not going to the astral plane quite yet.
Look, that's one way to get the fuck out of here. But...
Yeah, I busy myself constructing a very long, like, crazy straw connection, like, up into the sky, So like from a side satchel, I just pull out like 50 crazy straws and like stick them together to build like a breathing apparatus that just goes up somewhere.
It goes up, you're holding it up, and it's still extremely high up, and it finds no purchase of anything. You're just wiggling around a massive put together straw.
Damn it. I hope he knows he has to pull us out for us to breathe. I have a slight panic attack, and I just like calm down and try to breathe like once a minute.
It doesn't take that long. After about 3 minutes or so, you feel like suddenly the entire dull area. I've never had to describe a bag of holding before. The dull area around you is refreshing because all of a sudden your breath comes out and you're in a dank frickin' mine shaft. So still dry air, but air nonetheless.
Air. At least I can breathe again.
And when you peek your head out, you're still dangling up in the air.
I just like peek over, just the severed head peeking out of the bag.
You look down, it's still pitch black, but you look up, it's pitch black. Akis looks to you. It's really deep.
I go back into the bag.
Alright. Waiting here. Waiting.
Take up calligraphy while I'm waiting. Do some yoga.
Anna speaks to you in the back of your mind. What do we do if we can't find a way out of this?
You know, I've been having the same thought. We don't really need the other two, do we?
Well, for travel-wise, no. I mean, realistically speaking, Akis is useful because he knows of situations in the Great Glacier of where we can reside. Because I'm going to assume it's going to take more than a single day travel.
True.
Kaylin is very proficient in her craft and is exceptional at both combat and spotting tracks. I mean, granted,
all these things which we cannot do, of course.
Most of which we cannot do.
Oh, I mean, we did survive hell, but hell at least had utilities?
Light?
Food?
Well.
Well, we don't need food or water, so I guess that's fine.
I'm just more concerned that we're going to be wasting time. Because the more time that we spend, the less that we have to bring back the storm giants. We're going
Maybe
off
it
the
would have
assumption
been
that they have a way to get to the island.
It would have been faster, I suppose, to maybe just go around.
Not necessarily go around. Because in reality, we could potentially find a passage, especially since this creation or worm could have dug a path that possibly caved in. Maybe that's why we didn't find the exit, is that it collapsed.
I suppose. Look, I don't like... You know this. I don't like the dark caves. I don't like being anywhere that isn't civilization. Going up into the north with these two hooligans who don't get along, who very, very carefully and easily do not have our back, or at least each other's backs, is unsettling. There is no trust amongst us.
Well, has there been much trust in general?
I thought we got along very nicely with everybody else except these two.
That's true.
You know, I do miss the old team.
I miss Eris as well.
She would have loved this trip.
No, she wouldn't.
You're right. I would have told myself that she did, and you would have scolded me. But, yeah.
we are where we are now. If things are looking rough, then we just have to leave and go around. Or we go over it. I mean, we can fly.
Yes, but our metal wings cannot move in the cold.
No.
We can glide, I suppose.
Yes. And that's the most difficult part of that's going to be the Great Glacier, is our lack of flight at that point.
If things get too bad, we have our escape route, yes? We just fly to the astral plane.
I mean, we do, but we don't have a way to get out
bad,
of that.
There must be a way out of the astral plane, right? Or we become pirates. Are there pirates in the plane? Do people even live there?
No.
Oh.
Specifically, things do not live there. In fact, the dead tend to go there.
Oh. Well, I mean, maybe we might run into Strahd again. Wouldn't that be fun? Kill him for the 5th time?
I feel like we wiped him from existence, so I would hope not. But...
Come on, old times.
No.
Fine. Maybe, like, the succubus and incubus. Maybe they're there. Maybe Asmodeus is there.
That would be interesting. I don't know where gods would go if they were to pass.
Do they even go anywhere? Or are they just kind of star stuff?
I'm not the DM, so I can't... Or I'm not the player, so I can't roll an intelligence, history, or religion check for those.
We are on a tangent. This is going to be shelved for now, Anna. Back to the more pressing matter of dying.
Primarily because suddenly you feel the rush get pulled out, and the first words you hear are the words, Pecan! Pecan!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Okay, uh-huh. What did you do?
As you get pulled out of the passage, Kaylin is there already. Apparently that he pulled her out first. You are on the ground, and there are several intersected passages to your left and right, all of which are 15 foot in diameter. But heading straight towards you is this loud traveling down a line towards you. Something's coming! Something's coming! We need to move.
Yes, I grabbed the bag and started rolling ass.
Where do you go? Because effectively, the sound is rushing towards you. Straight ahead. To your left, there's a passage that's 15 feet away that goes in a diagonal. To the right of you, there's one that dips further down. That's to the right of you. That's about 30 feet. 30 or 25 feet to the left of you, going towards the sound, is another passage that seems to go up an incline. Not steep, but still upwards a little bit.
All right. We don't know if this thing's actually a worm or not, so I'm going to just, like, very carefully step a couple feet out of the main path that it's traveling, and then just stay there.
Okay. So you're staying relatively... Because right now where you are is at the bottom of that incline, or that street. Mm-hmm. So, with the sound coming straight at you, it's like, this is the path. Mm-hmm. It's coming towards you here. There's a path branching off this way, downwards, further up the path, upwards. Those are your three directions.
The horizontal left path, I will just go a couple feet into there, like maybe 5-10 feet, and then just, like, very carefully not make any movement or noise or anything.
Okay. The other two will follow suit, ducking into the corner, pressing yourself up against the wall. The other two do the same. This massive 15-foot wide entity of shrapnel and scrapped metal rides upwards past your passage, going upwards past in the direction that you traveled downwards. It keeps going and going and going, almost like a near minute passes before the end of it just shines upwards, following suit.
Oh my god. Alright, well, it's not real. So, run?
Would you like to keep control?
Oh, yes!
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a new dice.
Go ahead and roll. 4.
9. Perfect.
So you have 5 more minutes.
Yes. Yes.
So where are you running?
The tunnel that it came from.
Okay,
That
so
path.
you look at the other two. The other two's eyes wide as you break out, give him like a quick nod, and break out running towards the direction that it emerged from. The other two follow suit behind you, and you're sprinting downwards. The passage, you can see, as you start to run across it, it's scalding hot on your feet. The ground itself is extremely brightened, as if it, like, when it was traveling, it scraped and created this sharp sparks that heated up the ground as you're running across it.
Just a load of friction. I get you.
Loads of friction.
Alright.
It's not enough to, like, cause physical pain, but it's definitely discomfort. But it does light the path, at least. Somewhat.
Very nice. Hot floor. Excellent. Let's go.
Hot floor and walls.
Oh, everything's hot.
It's like a cylinder of heat.
My pores are going to be so open.
Running down and down. There's several different passages that come to the left and right. There's part one that goes upwards at a slant somehow. And several more and more. If you're just traveling straight down this path, what's your plan? Or what's your plan?
Just keep going, I guess.
Keep going. Okay. The bright red is still shining out through the passage. In front of you, you can see there are 4 more. You kind of come into like less of an intersection, more like 4 passages lead to yours, and they're each in different like angles. The one that's to your bottom right is slightly red still.
Do we follow where it came from?
Something like that we had to have heard a while ago. We would have heard that in the night. Right? Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, they know we're here. We have to assume they know we're here.
Either they know we're here or they just so happen to turn it on.
We're going. I'd shove him down the hole first, the hot one.
I did that. It's hot. But
Yeah,
he runs down. He runs down, taking the lead.
The boy.
Traveling down, going further and further. It comes to like it gets slightly deep, and you almost like skid for a second, but then it kind of curls back upwards, and you go up. And when you come to the end of it, there's a wide expanse with dozens upon dozens of 15-foot holes once again. Except this time, there's objects on the ground. You can see the ground itself has none of the holes. It's all in the walls. The ground has these thickened wooden and metallic brackets that are extremely long. And that's as far as your vision will take you, because otherwise it's dark.
Oh dear. Okay. I run further into the room.
Okay. Going further into the room, you find more and more of those lengthy, extremely long and wide partitions that are effectively... They look almost like bracers. Like something to land on them. If you know what I mean. They're like the things that... They're like landing gear.
I get you.
And that's when you see, for the first time, life. There's a man standing there, eyes wide, looking straight at you. 6.5 feet tall, completely bald on the top, with a small circlet.
You son of a bitch.
He just
Tried to
looks
kill us with a
straight.
worm.
He just looks straight at you. He seems to be
throw a knife at
holding
him.
several like satchels.
I throw the stabby stab at him. The dark stabby stab.
Okay, give me 1 second.
The boy.
Are you gonna want to keep control?
No.
Okay. Let me just set the volume back to 1 and let the cat out of the room.
The boy. The boy.
Ooh, alright. Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage because it is dark in here.
Ooh. I have a good feeling about that. What is my 2-hit bonus?
It's a very good question.
That is 18 to hit? 19 to hit.
That is going to hit.
But I have advantage, so I have sneak attack. Oh.
Yes, you do.
Oh. Perfect. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough. Yeah. $13, $15. 15 points of piercing damage.
15 points of piercing damage. All right. As you threw it into him, you can see like the shadows as the blade goes in, almost like gets cut while the dagger is getting thrown in that general direction, and it hits him in the shoulder. And he just looks down at it. Hurt. Still alive. Hurt.
Nice.
And then it just comes back to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to run in just like a perpendicular path. So like traveling in a circle around the guy, just away from the other two. So
Okay.
we're not all grouped up.
All right. And then you're not holding control anymore?
Nope.
Okay.
This is just some dude. Mm-hmm.
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 All right. Okay. Little drink of water. Ooh.
Do I have water with me? Wish I did. Could go for some
Hydration.
I know.
Do
go
it.
For some water.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a bottle of water.
Good. I have far too many tabs open. Ah, shit. I need that. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Friday? Staying safe, I hope. It's very cold here today, so I haven't done, like, anything.
Yeah, you do.
What? Well, 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 well.
I didn't get water. I got naked instead.
Yes?
It's
a fluid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Anna.
Oh, yeah.
Roll initiative.
Oh, great. $11.
11. It occurs to me I have no paper on hand, like some sort of savage. How am I supposed to keep track of everything if I have no paper?
I mean, we do in fact have the magical work of a Google Doc sitting right in front of you.
See, I don't have the tab open.
There's even a little initiative thing in the
Let
page.
me open up the document. Ah.
You don't have the
yes,
bag of holding open?
No, of course not. Who do you take me for? Someone prepared?
A person? Mr. DM of Lightbringers?
Lightbringers is all smoke and mirrors.
Blue machine's good. I should get those more often. I like that your name is Anonymous Liker.
Shouldn't be. I have access to this document, yes.
Juices from 3.5 apples, banana, 27 blueberries, 3 blackberries, and a hint of carrot.
Just a hint. How much is a hint of carrot?
That's a good question. Jesus. You should just drink these instead of, like...
Eat.
Oh, there's a lot of sugars in here, though.
Probably because there's like 50 pounds of berries in that.
Yeah, there's 55 grams of sugar.
Oh my god.
But there's no added sugars.
Still a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of fucking sugar. That's all natural sugar. Jesus. Anyways.
Alright. Initiative is very bare bones. There's only 4 people.
For now.
Alright. On Akis's turn, he is going to have to dash towards it because his movement speed's too slow.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes his entire turn to move towards the guy. And he just stands there angrily with his hammer in hand. Kalen will take 2 shots. Ooh, it's so nice not having casters as NPCs.
I know, I've been dying with Tophi in the Great Gods War.
Is that why you wanted me to take over?
Yeah. Realistically.
Ooh, she does a lot of damage. You see 2 arrows fly out. No, she notches 2 at the same time. 2 fly out perfectly. Get him in both shoulders. The guy is just a guy. That kind of hurt. That's you.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna shoot a guiding bolt at him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just
Guiding bolt is just the 2-hit one, right? Sacred Flame is the one where they have to make a dex save.
Yeah, I have to roll the hit.
Okay. I always get those 2 mixed up for some reason.
Which is weird because Guiding Light is like fire spells that. Ooh, that is not good. My spell to hit would be 4 plus proficiency, so plus 11.
You miss.
Yeah.
You missed this unarmored guy.
I mean, it was only first level anyways, but...
Against all odds, this unarmored man just kind of doesn't even move. He just stands there, and you just entirely miss.
Not my day, not my day. Slash night, slash whatever time it is.
Guy's turn.
Biff it. Biff it.
Biff it. Biff it. For the sake of this, we'll say you still have light on you. Otherwise, can't
yeah, I would imagine the light's still on.
Jester is maintaining it, so all good. he turns to face you, and in the brief moment where you miss, you look at him closely, and you can see that his eyes are like... He almost looks blind. But he obviously knows where you are.
Hold on. What? Did you send that thing after us?
He just kind of gurgles at you.
Does he look dead?
No.
Something's off on him.
He is going to make 2 attacks at you. You see he holds up his hand towards you, and he fires 2 beams of energy at you.
Oh no! Not Eldritch Blast.
Both miss.
Yes.
The 14 misses, right?
Yeah, we have a 20 armor class.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way. And then you see the little circlet that he's wearing, this little like silver circlet with like a small little sapphire set right into the front. It flashes briefly, like not a very bright flash, just like a little ping. And you hear a rumbling coming from the opposite direction from which you entered the room.
Oh no! It's coming back.
It's just like, oh shit! I'm too young to die.
I'm sorry if this guy is not dead, but kill him anyways. Like
2 swings from Akis. Akis misses both times.
This is just a dude, Akis.
I'm sorry, he's nimble. He's all slippery. Look at him. And you can see that he's like, in the same way that like you get sweaty, right? He's like sweating ooze, like clear, almost like viscous plasma.
Is this an orcish man?
Yep.
Ooh. All right, this
you can
dude's
see
clearly like dead to me.
You can see from the wound where Jester hit him with the knife, you can see there's like this thick, almost coagulated blood oozing out of him. Like, not like pouring out like you would normally expect, but more like... It'd be like thick oil.
You stealing my fucking creatures from my campaign?
No, there's just something wrong with this guy.
I mean, clearly.
Kaylin takes 2 more shots. That definitely hits. So that, and she's level 1 rogue, right?
I think you meant to, but I think you can put her down as full fighter. I think she was supposed to be 10 levels into fighter and then 1 level into rogue. But I think on here you put her down as 11.
No, she is a rogue.
Huh.
Rogue 1. Started as a rogue.
Oh.
Perfect. She has that D6 sneak attack damage. Jester laughs in superiority.
Yeah, but she can fire twice.
Yeah, you're right.
With a plus 11 modifier.
Yeah, she definitely does a lot of damage to him again. Surprise, surprise.
Is he still
Can't
alive?
actually miss. Yep.
Can't actually miss? He's got an AC of an 11 or of a 12. God damn it.
Can't actually miss. You're up.
Oh, God, I don't. At the same time, I want to kill him, or I don't want to kill him because I don't know if he's doing. Does he look alive, or does he?
He.
Like, does he have any like any weird?
He looks like he is fed and like water. He's not like a skeleton or a zombie. He's not rotting. He just looks bad.
Can I gauge whether or not he can understand my words?
You can make an insight check.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at him. Can you understand me? Ooh, that's freaking amazing. 23.
You see he kind of like jerks his head to you unnaturally. His jaws is hanging open. He doesn't say anything, but you see like a black worm kind of just like falls out of his mouth onto the ground.
A what?
A little worm, little black worm, like an earthworm kind of, but a little bit thicker.
Oh.
And you can see it burrows into the ground and disappears.
It burrowed through the ground? Alright. Alright, I was gonna cast Suggestion on him. You know, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna try casting Suggestion on him.
Okay.
So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Well, let me tell you, this man, very wise. 16.
I believe that fails. Nope, my DC is 16.
You see for the split second that he's like, oh, okay. Like, you get that understanding that he's gonna, like, do what you tell him to. And you see that he's suddenly, his eyes, like, turn even glazier, and he just snaps out of it.
Fuck.
Alright. He points at you again. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Oh, no. That's not good. But I rolled okay. 17.
17 will pass. You take half of this. I need many dice.
This is a blight.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, well, luckily you... Good job. Take 21 points of necrotic damage.
So, down to...
That's already halved. That's... yeah.
Okay.
Little higher than average. Little higher than
A
average.
little?
I mean, it's 8d8. Yeah, 64.
I guess that is actually rather average.
And the rumbling gets worse. Make a dexterity saving throw.
God.
Whoops.
11.
The ground rumbles very, very badly, and you are knocked prone. Akis is also knocked prone. Kaylin is not.
Weird.
It's almost like she's dexterous or something.
Weird. It's almost like she's a rogue, too.
Oh. Akis picks himself up. 2 attacks. Both are going to hit.
Good. Kill this man. Bitch blight.
Max damage.
Good. Is he dead?
You see he like swings once into his leg, and you hear his knee just kind of snap and give way. You see the joint actually breaks, and like the bones jut out the side. And then he like swings down on his leg and fully just like breaks it, and the guy collapses onto the ground.
Oh. Yeesh.
He's fully dead. You hear the rumbling also stops.
I'm gonna run over to the body after picking myself up. I'm gonna remove the circlet from him.
Alright, yeah. Circlet just comes off. There's nothing keeping it there. It's covered in like the same viscous plasma-esque material.
Ugh.
Doesn't feel good. Your hands feel kind of tingly when you touch it.
Oh, okay. Well then I'm gonna just set it on the ground. Okay, so that was odd. Clearly he was in control of it, right?
Kaylin kind of walks over and she kind of looks at him carefully to make sure he's not alive. Well, It sure looks like he was. They've stopped moving, so.
Right. I'm gonna figure out what this is, pointing at the circlet, before any of us try touching it. And I'm gonna cast Identify on it. I'm gonna ritual cast Identify on it.
All right. As you're ritual casting the spell, you hear like fleshy movement noises.
Oh no!
Just like flesh, like writhing. And you look over and you can see that there are forms in the body, like lumps moving up and down the length of the legs and like across the torso and stuff.
Stay away from that thing. Something is in there. Something is in his body.
Well, it don't look too appetizing, whatever it is.
I think it's the opposite. I think whatever's in his body was using him as a host, like a hive.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh! I mean, at least I'm good at these. Uh, 22.
You, for the briefest moment, you feel like some other entity disconnect from your mind. Not Jester. Jester's still there, but something else.
Would I know of any creatures that tend to play with the mind?
You can make a history check.
History? Well, let me just tell you, with a 29, sir.
You would know that mind flayers tend to attack in numbers, so they can overwhelm you. This is one guy. It is not a mind flayer that caused this. A single mind flare is around the corner. Ooh. Oh shit!
Look, a single mind flayer is still fucking scary.
Yes.
I don't care.
Tasty brain.
Oh, Jesus! All right.
Whatever it is, it is something that is. Whatever it is, that is something that you are unfamiliar with.
Okay. Well, I don't like it. Still finishing my Identify spell.
You finish your spell. You touch the circlet. It is a circlet of device controlling. It will allow you to, after you attune to it, allow you to control whatever was built in tandem with it. So one circlet is good for one construct.
Right. And I don't know what it is until I attune to it, right?
Yep.
What can we unattune from to attune from it? We can unattune from the Dagger of Stabbings.
What?
Let's be honest. It's still just a dagger that we'd ever normally use.
The Dagger of Dark Stabbing?
Isn't it like a +2 dagger or something?
It's a very good dagger.
I don't even
I need a weapon to do my fucking sneak attacks.
You can still use the dagger. It still has the
want to be
+2
attuned to it.
Well, it's either we lose the Dagger of Stabbings, the +1 defense ring, or the +1 magic ring.
Fine. When you put it like that, fine. Whatever, Anna.
You can reattune to it later.
It's cold in here. You hear a little fire going in the back of your mind.
Well, that better be your porn.
We both know you tickled that a long time ago. Don't even try.
Damn it.
You forget something. Something.
Is there anything else to this room, or is it just this guy?
Just this guy and all of these worm tunnels.
So there's probably more involvement here. I would have to imagine there's more than just one of these people here.
Akis. Akis and Kalen are kind of like talking to you, and Akis has his back to you, right? And he like kind of stands up perfectly straight, and Kalen gives him this weird look, and his head, he like slowly turns to face you, and you see for like the briefest moment, his eyes are also the same kind of like opaque, and then he snaps out of it. Oh, that didn't feel too good.
I think we need to leave.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Or ahead of you, I guess.
I'm going to hold onto the circlet. I'm going to throw the circlet in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Is there still writhing in that body?
It appears to have stopped. You can see the body is starting to like rapidly age and liquefy.
Are there burrow holes underneath the body?
No.
But there's no substance. He's basically liquefied.
Yeah, he's turned into the same kind of jelly-esque plasma stuff that he was secreting before.
Because I was going to fucking light that body on fire. to cleanse it. I was going to hit it with a 5th level dawn. I was going to be like, you're gone. We'll wipe you. Well, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on myself.
Okay.
So, frickin' heart. So, 3d8. Where's my other d8? There it is. 7, 3, so 10. 15 plus my intelligence, so 18 back. I'll take that. 61.
Ooh.
We're only missing 3. Okay.
Good.
We have this, assuming that this is in tandem to that giant worm. We can leave and use this to burrow a path straight underneath the mountain. We don't have to deal with anything down here.
Yes, that would be ideal. I don't like worms, I'll point out. I also don't like weird men standing alone in a cave.
Neither do I. So I think that we should just leave.
Alrighty, well.
We have a very easy way of doing this, Kalen.
She gives you a slow nod and like,
Akis, get in the bag.
Well, I mean, I prefer to. Fine.
Would you rather have to climb out of a hole?
Goddamn, whatever. I'm just gonna put him in there. He mutters to himself as he climbs into the bag.
Puts it in like a pair of trousers, lazily, just.
And he just like pulls it all the way up and over and disappears into the bag.
If we get to that one passage with the hole that we came down from, we can then use the cloak and get us out. At least relatively to where we were.
Alright.
Let's go. And I will run.
Okay. She runs after you. Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Ooh. Oh, I'm not proficient. Alright, 19.
For the briefest moment, you hear what sounds like metal clanging into stone.
Like grinding?
Like
or clanging?
Like working. Someone working stone.
I'm going to turn to Kalen. Okay. I've been in this exact situation before. We have a current task that I'm going to say is probably more important than what's going on down here. Once we fix what's going on back at your home, back over wherever these giants are, if you want to, if you don't want to, my plan is to eventually come back and fix this, but I don't want to deal with it now.
So you're adding it to the list?
I'm adding it to the list to resolve later. Because right now, I don't want to be down here with one of those giant worms. Because I don't know if there are more. So, we have a circlet. I'll attune to it once we get back into that big expansive room. And then we'll just have the worm tunnel a passage underneath the mountain. We'll follow it. And we'll leave.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So whatever you hear, doesn't matter. Let's go. And I'm just going to keep going.
All right. You hear in your mind, there is no leaving.
Shit. I take Akis out of the bag.
Well, hey, are we already here?
No.
At the room just over there? You moved 2 feet?
We were about to leave when I heard a noise, and I made the decision that I would come back and fix whatever was happening here after we resolved what was going on with the giants, but it seems we have to be here. So, something just spoke to me, saying there's no leaving here. We have to probably find whoever it was that did that. Akis, I'm concerned for you because you showed signs of exactly the same thing that guy did.
I did not. Don't
Galen?
Say such things. He did. Okay? He did. Did we just keep him in the bag?
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. Akis, I think it would be best if yourself... Let me double check Kalen's wisdom stat. And Kalen, you two should be waiting in the bag.
It was actually quite nice in there. I didn't have to see either of you. Kalen just gets in the bag.
I'm more adept in preventing this.
Fine. Throws himself back in the bag. This time in reverse. He grabs it. He does this weird yoga pose where he kind of sandwiches himself and then kind of pulls the bag up with his feet and disappears inside.
That's weird. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm going to do... Let me double check what this spell does. 3rd level... We still have a little bit of diamond dust, so that's nice.
He is. What the fuck?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast... Do I get the idea that this individual that spoke into my head knows where I am through some sort of sensory effect?
Make a insight check with disadvantage.
Oh no. Alright, I'm at least proficient. That's not bad. 17.
You aren't too sure. Whatever it is, it doesn't need to see you to talk to you, which leads you to believe that it doesn't matter if it knows where you are, as long as it can reach you.
Alright, then my non-detection spell is going to be worthless. I don't know. Where's that clanging coming from? Can I pinpoint the direction of it?
Yes, you can. Quite easily.
I'm gonna make my way there, but stealthily.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Okay. Is Jester possibly still there?
Yeah, he's like, I don't like this, Anna. What happened to the list?
Can I borrow his proficiencies?
You see, he pulls out like an extension cord, and he like plugs it into his side of the palace and like worms it through all the way over to your side and plugs it in over there as well. There you go.
Okay, so I get his proficiency in skills.
You have. Let me pull up my sheet. You have proficiency in acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, deception, and performance.
Literally everything I don't have. So perfect. So you have a +6 in stealth?
Yep. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Ooh, thank God. 22.
22. All right. You're very quiet. Like, surprisingly quiet. Even by Jester's standards, he's like, damn, quiet.
That lasts for the next hour, so.
So, Anna, tell me, what is your greatest desire?
Honestly, Anna's greatest desire would be to know more about herself. Because being who we are, she doesn't recollect anything of what was before Hades. So, as a result of that, she desires to know more about her past life.
Solid. Anna Dinhart. Do you wish to know who you were, what you became, what you lost?
I do.
Truth isn't always the easiest.
There have been a lot of truths in our life, none of which have been very easy to swallow. But we move on past it. So if it's a hard truth, I'd rather know than not.
Find me.
What's
You
your
feel
name?
this pull to travel down the path.
All right, well, I was going to use scrying, but okay. Fuck. I'm in a troubling spot. Do I let the other two out? I'm going to give them breath, but that's it.
Okay. You cycle their air.
All right, I follow the path.
Okay. You travel down this gently curving path. Travels not at a too steep of an incline, like maybe like 30 degrees down. Gently curving to the left. And you, as you keep going, eventually the sounds of that you were hearing become clearer and clearer. You also hear running water, like a waterfall. You also eventually see like, oh, you know, in like actual caves and stuff, if there's a light, how there's like the rippling effects like on the ceiling and stuff,
Yeah,
like that kind of light effect. You see that around the corner as you keep going.
I don't really have anything that's going to be of use here. I'm gonna turn the corner.
Okay. You step into this expansive underground lake. You are currently like halfway up the wall between the lake surface and the ceiling of this cave. You see that there is like these crudely made stone stairs that circle the outside down to the water surface. On the opposite side of this cave from where you are, you see there are a bunch of like torches and stuff. And you can see figures of varying heights, specifically those of dwarves and what looks like orcs. The water itself is completely dark, and you cannot see into it. You see that there are like horsetail waterfalls, like the super like wavy ones that kind of just like disperse as they go down. Look up a picture, smile. They don't move a whole lot of water, but they are just enough to keep the lake full, looks like. You can see that they are building what looks to be like a channel. They are like carving a channel from this lake to go somewhere into the darkness.
And how many dwarves and orcs are there?
You see what looks to be maybe 50 shapes.
That's a lot. That's a lot of eldritch blasts coming at me. May have an AC at 20, but there's going to be some that leak through that.
100 eldritch blasts per round. You make a perception check.
Oh. Is Jester proficient in perception?
No.
Damn it. All right, 18.
You see, you're like paying very close attention to the shoreline, and you see, for the briefest moment, in the water near where the encampment is, this large kind of pale shape moves in the water and travels counterclockwise around the lake, disappearing from your sight.
Whatever it is that was speaking to me is definitely here, in this lake. I'm worried about the other two, but I can't face whatever's in here alone. Am I still stealth, or does it seem like the stealth didn't matter?
You're too far away from anything humanoid for it to know if you're there. You definitely know that you're being watched. You feel it, but you feel like you also aren't being seen, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Man, maybe I should just bring that big snake in here. Okay, I'm gonna let Akis and Kaylin out of the bag, stealthily.
Okay, before you do that, though, make another wisdom save.
Maybe I'm not gonna do that then.
Make a wisdom save regardless.
Well, yeah, no, I figure, but if I'm making these saves, maybe I'm not gonna bring them out.
Well,
Okay,
no,
that
maybe
one's okay. I got a...
Maybe you want to.
I got a 19.
Okay. You feel some sort of influence in your mind, but you pull yourself together and push through it.
Oh, God, alright. There's 50 people in here, though. How big is this room?
The lake itself, like the lake, is probably like 200-ish feet across.
Okay, so there's still a fair amount of distance. How much space is there between, like, the wall to the lake?
There is like a bit of a shoreline. It looks to be no more than maybe 40 feet.
Okay. I only ask because I need the radius of certain spells. Like perhaps a dawn.
Little Dawn. Little saucy Dawn.
Little preventative of moving across the water, Dawn. Okay. I'm just trying to... Where's my Xanathar's guide? There it is. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take out the 2. I'm going to look at them. Whatever spoke to me is in this lake. It told me that I could learn the hard truth about myself. Whatever that means. But... Yeah, I know. Did you hear that? Did you hear Olivia on the other side? I figured that
you see Kaylin, she looks at you, brows furrowed, looks at the lake, and you see that her face pales and her eyes go wide. And she shakes her head. Yeah.
What is this?
It's an aboleth.
Do I know anything about an aboleth?
You know that aboleths are proficient in mind manipulation. They are essentially sea creatures. And they are very prone to very nefarious ends. They don't plan world domination or stuff, but they like to amass things, mostly people. And you know that they like to delve into people's minds and promise them things that are not good. Oh, and once they get you, you can't escape.
Oh. Just a little tidbit there, just right at the end of
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, if they get their hands on you, you're screwed.
Yeah, literally.
Great. It's like Pennywise. You look into the deadlights, and you're too late at that point.
What are you doing? Oh.
I'm now just imagining the epic rap battle of history between Joker and Pennywise.
I don't think I've seen that one. I haven't watched them in years.
You need to see it. It's freaking amazing. But anyways... yeah, okay. Then here's what we're gonna do. How's Akis doing? You doing alright?
Looks a little afraid. Oh, I'm good. I've never been better. Never been better.
They've amassed people here. Obviously, you can see. Is this entire place bright, or is it just between my vision?
The only bright place in this cave is their little settlement on the other side of the bank.
Okay, and that's the only bit of light that I can even really see, because I don't have light on myself.
Yeah.
Obviously. Okay. I can see 50 people in that amount of light?
Yeah. You don't hear anybody else, though. All the noise seems to be coming from that side.
Okay, so
they all look
specifically in that direction.
They all look like worker ants, for a lack of a better term.
Okay.
They are all doing various tasks to make one job easier.
Okay, so they're really far from us. We could do a few things. I've got an idea. It's an incredibly stupid idea, but I've got an idea. It spoke to me, promised me something. And I honestly want to know. So I'm gonna go and get my truth. And I'm gonna start walking towards the center of the lake. Or I'm just gonna start walking forwards. I'm not gonna walk into the water.
Okay. Okay.
I'm being very cautious. Being very on guard.
Are you standing on the shore, or
yeah? I'm not touching
else?
The water. I'm not touching the water. I'm staying.
So
on the shore.
You're very careful. Like, how close to the water are we talking here?
Let's say middle. If it's what was it?
Like 20-ish feet.
Yeah, if it was like what was it? What did you say? It was like 40 feet. I'd say 20
40
feet.
feet.
I'd say 20
Okay.
feet away from it.
It's basically like a donut, with the center being a lake and the outside being land.
I'm gonna hit myself with some light. We also learned, by the way, a long time ago. I'm pretty sure light isn't concentration.
Oh shit! We have light forever.
Yeah, no, light's not concentration. Oh, it's actually only 40 feet of light. I'm reading my light card. Whatever.
For our sake, it's 60 feet because we're better.
It also lasts an hour? Are you serious?
Wow.
I thought it lasted only a minute. Maybe
Light
we're
is
thinking of
OP.
dancing lights. Maybe dancing lights
Maybe.
lasts a minute. I know it's not concentration for dancing lights, but regardless.
It's all here and there.
Yeah.
All right. And
I want to know my truth. So step out and show it to me.
you see a spined fin kind of like crest the water and disappear back underneath. And
Show it to me.
closer.
No.
Then I cannot show.
It's really bad.
The other two are following behind you. A little distance away, though.
This is really, really bad.
And,
I'm not prepared for water stuff. I'm not. Out of everything I have in my repertoire, none of it is water.
neither is mine. Inflict wounds? Smile?
I don't even have that. I have Guiding Bolt.
Oh my god.
I took that out for Guiding Bolt a while ago when we were dealing with giants because I didn't want to get close to them. Oh, I got an idea. Sanctuary. I'm gonna start walking towards it.
What does Sanctuary give you?
If the target tries to do anything harmful to me, like try to attack me, grab me, or something, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm sure it's high, but it's at least something.
Your saving throw, for my sake, is 16 or 17.
Yes, it's 16. Because intelligence plus 3, ring of magic, so plus 4, and then proficiency is 4.
Okay.
So 8 plus 8.
Sounds good. Alright, so how close do you get to the lake?
Oh my god. You really stay in my hand here. How far away are the people from me?
From you?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you had to walk all the way around to get to them without crossing the lake?
No, I'm talking about just straight distance.
Straight across?
Yeah.
Like 240 feet?
Shit. Okay. Well, Guiding Bolt's not gonna reach then. I was gonna pelt one of them.
Well, it'd be a little less than that. Maybe like 210, 220.
Okay, that's still much further than the 120 anyways.
Yeah, but you're not exactly on the opposite end of the lake, so.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything. I will get within 10 feet. Got your monster manual out looking at the aboleth?
I will let you know that this is very bad.
I know, and I hate it. I hate that you're telling me.
You see the spine comes out again, and then lightning quick from the water, a tentacle lashes out and attempts to get you. Wisdom saving throw from it?
Yeah.
That passes.
Fuck.
Not by a whole lot, but it passes. Okay. 28 to hit. I rolled very well on that one, I will point out. It's not super crazy.
I was gonna say, I was like, is this plus 13 or some shit? Because we're in some deep shit then.
It's less than the giant. I'll say that.
Oh, you it's a plus 9. You rolled a 19.
It's a little less than that.
Then you rolled a natural 20. How else could it be 28? Well, it hits me.
All right. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You get slapped, right?
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is this for, like, possible acid damage or anything?
The saving throw?
Yeah.
No.
61 minus 16 is 45. Constitution saving throw. I have to make 2 because I have to make 1 for my sanctuary as well.
Yep, make that one first then.
That one first. 10, perfect. I got the number.
Okay.
Second roll, which is not. I wish my Constitution saving throw was a little bit higher. At 17.
I am very, very happy and also very scared. Good. You pass. You pass.
Great.
You have a very low chance of passing, I will point out, because we have no bonus. We have no con save bonus.
We have +1 because of our Ring of Defense.
Oh shit, you's right. Still, you have to roll better than average.
Oh yeah. Oh,
or the campaign is done. No joke. We can't fix it. Roll initiative, please.
Wait, what?
Make your saves. Make your
on.
saves.
Oh, great. Guess what my initiative is? 10.
Very good. Very good, Anna.
Let me put on this. Let me change up the song that I had prepared. Because I thought it was going to be a little bit more, heroic. No, it's not.
Nope.
I'm skipping that one and I'm changing the song to something else. Let me find a different dark battle music. Here we go. I got Metamorphosis. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one for this.
It's not that the effect is like super bad, because it's not terrible, but it would be impossible to recover from.
Great.
All right. Hope you're ready. Top of the initiative order.
Oh, it goes first?
Oh, yes.
Kaylin.
You see 3 tentacles come out of the water. Not one will miss.
Okay, cool. Are they all coming at me?
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm the only one in range.
Only one in range. 27 will hit. And a 22 will hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to use shield.
Okay. Increases your AC by 6.
By 5. So it puts
5.
25.
So only one hits
Only
them.
one. Yeah.
Which is very good. Okay. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Times 2. I'll do the save for Sanctuary. Oh, wait! Sanctuary! Wisdom saving throw, otherwise it can't
Shit.
attack me.
Use rights. That might miss. No. 16.
Damn
exactly.
It. Oh, if only my intelligence was higher. Alright, so then Constitution saving throw, because it only has to do it once, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's good after that entire thing. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it only has to do it once.
I mean, both would miss regardless. The other two would be completely useless, so.
Well, I'm just saying because I don't think it has to do it for each of the different attacks. But yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see.
In the end, it doesn't matter. So.
Okay.
Save on the spell. Sanctuary's gone. Okay.
Okay.
Save on this for the love of God. Natural 20!
Oh. Very good. Very good.
You're a monster.
I am. Okay, it's going to take a legendary action at the end of its turn.
Oh, good.
Going to... You see its tail? Like its actual tail comes out of the water? Like a big mutated fish tail. I'm going to attempt to hit you with it. Natural 20. Okay. You take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
You're not doing well. I'm sorry, what was the number that you said before? You said 13, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 32 and then 24?
Yep. You get slapped by a tail. There's no save with that. You were just hit.
Bitch. Okay.
Alright, your turn.
Give me a moment. I'm still in phrases. Do I know anything about aboleths apart from being very mind manipulative?
Make a intelligence check with disadvantage.
Does this thing seem wisdom resilient? I mean, my intelligence check... Oh, wait, with disadvantage. Dirty 20.
Pretty good. It's basically just a giant fish. It is very... It is stacked in mental stats.
Okay.
But not otherwise. They are very much like the backline leader that doesn't do a whole lot.
Well, he's done a fuck ton to me already. So
I mean,
I'm gonna retaliate with a fuck ton back. I'm hitting him with a 6th level Dawn.
Oh, tasty. Okay.
So, do the tentacles look like... Can I see the body?
With Dawn up, definitely.
Okay. Because what I plan is... Okay, so it's a 60-foot diameter. Because it's a 30-foot radius.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So my plan is to put it in, like... Because where's the tentacles coming out from? Like the center? Or like near the edge of the water? Or is it coming out like a bit
a little
further?
ways from the shore?
Okay.
You know where it is, and it's within your range. Like you would be able to hit where the tentacles are coming from.
Right, I'm just trying to encompass more space. So that way it either has to leave to get the fuck out of it, or it has to leave us alone. One of the two.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm gonna target it a little bit beyond. I'm basically gonna put it so that way 30 feet encompasses the water just beyond the shore.
All right. Yep.
All right. 6th level done. It needs to make I believe that's a Constitution saving throw. Let me double check. Yep, Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is gonna fail.
Oh, actually, I have to cast this at 5th level. It doesn't get stronger with a 6th level spell.
It doesn't upscale, really?
No, it doesn't.
Weird.
I know. Oh, the light is also sunlight, if it matters.
No.
Okay.
No.
But yeah. Basically, I put it 60... Because the range of the spell is 60 feet. I'm imagining that I put it as 60 feet away as possible. Okay, holding it out with battered self, holding out the sun pendant, pushing it forwards, just a beam of light comes columning down into that area. So it failed, so 4d10 radiant damage. I'm surprised the spell doesn't upscale.
At all.
That
that's
blows
odd,
me away.
right?
Oh, those two sucked. Those two were great. 8, 7, 4, 2. 12, 19, 21 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Does that do anything to the tentacles?
No.
Okay.
21 points of damage, though. Okay, I'm just going to put down 21 there. Boop. 221, 21. You see now, with your sunlight, that you can see its full form. It almost looks like an eel. It has, like, a large bulbous head with 3 eyes in a line right up the center of its face. Like, black, completely black, shiny eyes. It has, like, a large circular mouth full of, like, razor-sharp teeth. And you can see that its long, like, central body travels directly, like, down its back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it has, like, 4 tentacles that come out where its gills would be. And it looks like it can control them like arms, kind of.
Okay, I'm going to also back away.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just reading when it triggers again for Dawn, because I know that these get a little wonky, like with Moonbeam and stuff.
Yes.
Right.
When it starts its turn in the
it's
beam,
when it
yes.
ends its turn in it.
Okay.
It's when the cylinder appears, each creature in it takes the damage. A creature must also make the saving throw whenever it ends its turn in the cylinder. I think that's supposed to be for Moonbeam too, because that makes most sense. But I'm backing away, and I'm not going to maintain control.
Very good. Because you're going to find this out eventually.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go read the stat block.
If you fail your con save, you contract a disease that manifests after a minute. And after that minute, your skin becomes translucent and slimy. And you cannot regain hit points unless underwater. You also breathe underwater, though.
I mean, that's cool.
It also cannot be removed without the use of heal or another disease-curing spell of 6th level or higher.
Okay, that's fine.
And if you are out of water, you take a boatload of damage.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
I have Greater Restoration, though.
For one of us.
Right. Because I only have 1 6th level spell.
The DC isn't super high, but yeah.
Still.
If 2 people get diseased, one of them is not coming with.
Well, theoretically speaking, they just have to go sit in the water. We spend the night. I do it the next day.
I suppose, technically, you're also dealing with 50 others.
Right, that's the worst part. They're way over there. That's why I was like, how far away are they? Because if they're 210 feet straight across, it's going to take at least a good, 5 or 6 rounds for them to come running over here.
There's also something else, though. What was it? Okay, no, never mind. That's it. Yeah, they're
Monster.
bad. They're bad.
Monster. My other plan was to banish it, but when you said that it's stacked with mental traits, I was like, well, that's not going to work.
I don't know if you can banish it, because I think it's from here.
I can still banish it somewhere else for a minute.
It'll go to an extra planar thing. So I suppose you could then leave, but...
Yeah, I could banish it for a minute, bring it to, the 9 hells or something. Oh, no, I put it in a different, extraterrestrial sort of dimension for banishment. You don't get a pick where it goes.
No. Actually, there's something else that should be in there, too. Layer actions, because... Layer. Oh, well. Have fun with that. Don't kill me.
Right, I get to be the monster. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening to Double Time. I'm glad we're back with this, and I'm glad for you to be here, because next stream is probably the end of it.
Yep. Well, it's been a good run.
I would be so sad because I have a surprise that I need to talk to you about for DoubleTime.
Oh. Surprises are always fun.
So, we'll see you again on another misrolled adventure, everyone. See you later.
Goodbye.